What's going on, guys? This is Nathan the Scrap Academy welcoming you to another deck profile here on the channel. Today we've got Ben here with his Adventure Eldlich deck. We're going to jump right into it.
Alright, so I'll start with the Eldlich part of the deck, the Eldlich engine. So first, 2 Eldlich, 3 Hakuro, 3 Elixir, 2 Conquistador, and then 1 White Destiny, which I didn't use today, but it is pretty good, kind of late game. An extra card to get off of the gold lands. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. 10 card engine. Next engine I got, the Adventure Token engine. So I got 3 of the Water Enchantress. That searches for anything. You can special summon it if you want to. It's pretty good. I got 1 of the Griffin Rider.
But you only need 1.
Yeah, you only need 1. Yep. I got 1 of the Draco back, which is really good. Used it a few times today to bounce cards like Mystic Mine and just get rid of outs like that. 1 Fateful Adventure. All is pretty standard. 3 of the right, so I got that. And then the other cards in the deck here. So I got 3 Lord of Heavenly Prison. Super good for having a lot of traps in your deck. You activate it, summons it, gets you another card. What's nice is that you can search this now with Heavenly Prison instead of just doing Extravagance.
Ooh, that's
which
nice.
is what you used to get. So it gets the engine going. And also with that, I have 3 Extravagance. So 3 pot of Extravagance. Super good in this deck. You don't use your extra deck, so it gives you a plus 1. You can set off Heavenly Prison, so it's always good. We'll go to the traps here. So I got 3 Solemn Strike. 3 Solemn Strikes, pretty good against most of the meta here. Negates special summons from like the extra deck if they Link Summon or whatever. It's just an all-around good floodgate there. 3 Skill Drain, which is probably one of the best floodgates right now. Stops pretty much any archetype gets shut down with Skill Drain. Can't do Flunderies, can't do Salad, can't do just about anything really. So kind of shuts everything down. Phantom Knights are okay, but it still does pretty well against those guys. 3 Dimensional Barrier. This is good against decks like Phantom Knights and also decks like Sword Soul. This is mostly what's for Sword Soul. You can negate the Synchros. Also good against Virtual World. Also negates Synchros, so that's pretty good. And then 3 Ice Dragon Prison. This is good against a lot of decks, also like Salad and stuff that have all the same type in the deck.
Mm-hmm.
I played a dragon deck, like a Dragon Link deck today, and taking dragons with it disrupts their combos, banishes their cards that they actually need to have. And then to finish it off, 2 Dogmatic Punishment. I didn't use this much today, but when I did, it was really good. It's pretty much just an auto +1, destroy a monster and destroy any card. So it gets you out of some situations, and it's just a all-around good card to activate off, then trigger Lord of Heavenly Prison with it.
Okay.
We'll move on to the side deck. So the side deck is it kind of helps against a few decks that this deck is a little weak to. Decks that can generate cards that either like negate traps or like prevent things from activating, or just all-around just floodgate monsters. So Lava Golem. And 1 Sphere Mode. So I found that if I'm playing more than 3 of any combination of Sphere Mode or Lava Golem, I tend to hit it way too much, and just having 1 in your starting hand is enough. And if you open double, it's a totally dead draw. So playing 3 is a good number. If I'm playing against a deck that can kind of combo out and have like 3 or 4 monsters, I do Sphere Mode more than Lava Golem, but they're both pretty good. So playing those. For Spell and Trap Destruction, I play 1 Harpies. That's kind of mirror match, and also some decks that have a lot of back row. 3 Evenly, which I side against. If I'm going second, and I know I'm going second, I side this in every time. Because even if you don't see it first turn, you can discard it off Eldlich, or you can set it to trigger Eldlich in your graveyard to summon it back. So it's never like a really dead card. So it is pretty good in here. 2 Heavy Storm Duster. This is just generic spell trap removal. It's a trap card, so Heavenly Prison triggers off it. I can pitch it off Eldlich and stuff like that.
Something to help get rid of that Mystic Mine.
Yeah, something to get rid of mine, for sure. Three Solemn Judgment. So if I'm going first, I side this in. If I'm going second, then I side it out. Because it's only good going first. And it's only good when you set 5 with Solemn. It's pretty much game over. Because even if they have Harpies or Lightning Storm, you're negating that, and then you got everything else to go off that. So even if they get lucky and they open one of their board wipes, you negate their board wipe, and then you just march on with all your broken floodgates. So that's really good. But it's really bad going second. Because usually, I mean, of course, they can't do Lightning Storm if they already have something on the field. So you're not really negating anything. So I only played if I'm going first.
And that's why it's in the side deck and not the main.
Right, that's why it's in the side deck. And then one of the best cards here is there can be only one. So what's really nice about the deck now is that all the adventure token monsters are all different types. So you can have like Eldlich with Griffin Rider with the token, and all 3 different types, and Heavenly Prison's a rock. So you can have all 4 out and nothing's affected. But it essentially shuts down like Flunderies, you just win. Like they summon Robin, and you flip this, and they're like, okay, game over. It's really good against you like Salad. It's good against decks that like have to have 2 monsters to do something. Like even like Phantom Knights, they can't summon more than 1 warrior, so they're pretty well locked in. If you use it on their first monster, you play this, they can link 1 and pass. So it's pretty good against a lot of decks, and it's just another floodgate in my toolbox here that I use a lot. So I like to use it. Then the last thing is the extra deck. So I don't use the extra deck too much, but when I do, it is really good. I'll start with the link ones here. So I got Imduck. So if they accidentally put it in the right zone, Imduck can just kill something that it points to. So it's pretty good. It hasn't come up yet, but it's an option. 2 Link Spiders. I play 2 just in case you need to get rid of both of your I mean, you can Link Spider a token, adventure token, or a golden land. So that gets you into a monster, and also I play 2 because I play Extravagance, so I should have 1 in here. 1 of each of the Nightmares. Nightmares are good, just kind of generic removal, so having generic spot removal in here is pretty good. And 1 Access Code Talker. Never brought it out, but it's an option because like I said, you can almost guarantee you have 2 monsters with the adventure package. And if you link someone's Link Spider with the token, and you have Heavenly Prison or Eldlich or something, you can get 4 monsters pretty easy. So it's not too bad, and it's a broken card. So if you play it, you're pretty much going to win. And then for Exceeds here, I got 2 Pleiades. You can use 2 of the golden lands to bring out Pleiades, which is one of the best plays in the deck because it's basically a quick play bounce. So it's just really good.
Nice to have a Compulse as a monster.
Yeah, it's pretty much a Compulse as a monster, and when you attach to Golden Land, then you can banish it to set Elixir, and you just keep going from there. And then the rank 10s here, these are pretty much standard here. You got a couple Gustav Max, a couple Lieb, so that's just for burn damage. To get a really big monster out, bring out Lieb, and you can get to 6,000 pretty quick there. So they don't come up much, but when they do, they're really good. And then I got a Zeus, and that's just like if you have a Pleiades, use the effects up, you attack, bring out Zeus in main phase 2, just for 3,000. Or if you just use Pleiades effect once, attack, and then Zeus, and you got the 2 materials on it. So you can use Zeus after that. And then 2 Intis for punishment, and that's about it.
Alright, well, is there anything that you would change about this deck, or do you think it's pretty much set in stone of how you're playing it right now?
So this is the first time I've played it in a tournament with the packages, how they are, and I think everything worked out pretty well. The weakest card is probably Punishment. I did see it a few times and it worked, but there might be better cards. I was playing Trenchel, but you can't really play it with the adventure package anymore. So you're a little more limited on the traps. You could play a Trap Trick to get Ice Dragon Prison, or to get a Dimensional Barrier, which might be an option if I feel like those are more important than Punishment. But for now, I think I'm just going to stick to it and see if anything comes up in a couple more tournaments.
All right, well, thank you, Ben, for bringing us your Adventure Eldlich deck. Make sure to stay tuned for later on this week. There will be some live duels, so you can see this deck in action. That is all I've got for now, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, this is Nathan from Musicom Academy, signing out for now. Peace out.